Ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve Nyanumba back yet again with another live stream. It's been a long time since I came back and did one of these. And yes, we're starting again. It's been a while, and there's an explanation to my absence. Um, Before I even put this on, I just need to explain. Let me just be a bit brief. Um, I've spent this past few two, I'll call it 2 weeks, right? I've spent this past 2 weeks working on a separate personal project that has been keeping me at the bay of being able to come live and actually be here on for a couple of hours on end. So it's been a bit of a difficult thing to put myself together to be able to do one of these lives. At the same time, I was also battling a bit of an illness, sort of. I had a cold, common cold, still have it, and been nursing it for about 3 4 days right now. And I always thought that I'm not going to be able to come back live when I'm feeling like this. But I just told myself, like, man, just do it. Just jump at it and hope that you're able to pull through, because there's still a lot of projects that we're still doing on the channel, and I want to be able to actually complete some of them so that we can be able to move on to the next phase, which is now to continue and proceed on with the procurement app that we started like about 5 live streams ago. So this particular project that we are working on is this portfolio app that I have done for the past 2 live streams. We've already dealt with a bit of the invoices section, and I want to actually show you guys what we have come up with so far in the back side of things. And now the problem now here is that I reveal the logo that I have actually changed to. We are going to be doing another rebranding, like in general, a general rebranding of Steve Nyanumba and my logos and everything. Not just this channel. This channel used to be Tech Chess. Now we've come to Nyanumba Codes. But my logo, the logo that you see on my channel, has been there for about 4 years now. So it's about time that we come to change it. And I think I also announced the same thing on Instagram. So this is the revelation of the new logo. Okay, that failed. I need to switch on herd, Laravel herd. And once I switch it on, now this will come in and refresh. So hopefully we'll be able to see what we have here. Okay, so not that logo, but if we go to the admin dashboard, we can be able to see that this is the logo that I am probably going to propose that we work with for the next now 5 years before we decide to now upgrade it to something different. So from 2024 till 2029 or 2030, this will be the new logo. And yeah, we've pulled through. So now, yeah, I think that should go as a short or as a reel for my socials. But anyway, so in the last live stream that we did, the one that we committed, the invoices page was consisting of this section over here where we create and view the invoices separately, depending on whatever it is that you've generated for that particular invoice. So this is an example of what we have done so far. And if we want to create or craft an invoice, we just select which client that we're going to be dealing with, the date of the invoice, select whether or not it's a pro forma. I don't want to call it a pro forma. I just want it to be a plain invoice. And then we select the services that we're offering. So in this situation, now when I do add services, it should give me a list of whatever it is that I'm putting there. So I'll come in here and put the quantity, maybe say 1, and then the price, maybe say the agreed price was maybe 52,000 Kenyan shillings. So I select the currency in Kenyan shillings, then I add the service, and then I create the invoice. And now we're good. So now invoice number 5 is this one in particular, over here, invoice number 5. And I'll come in here. Okay, that's the wrong invoice, really. It should be, yeah, it should be this one, actually. This is invoice number 5. Yeah. So, yeah, it orders from latest to earliest, descending order. So, yeah, that's how we're going to go about this particular part for the invoices. But in the title, I have already proclaimed something, that I'm going to be crafting the educations and experiences section. And if we go ahead and check out our experiences and our education section for this part over here, we do indeed have absolutely nothing over here. My experiences, my education, nothing, right? So in this particular theme, let's just go back to now my code in this situation. If we go ahead and pull up, still I need to close this browser. Right. If we go ahead and pull up now our starting point, which was inside the front, and we go to the resume section, right? We have experiences and educations, and we have them tagged down with this list items as the templates. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try and take one of these templates and just try and show you bachelor's in business information technology, and then we have the institution. Okay, I'll just put my uni, which was Strathmore University, and the education description, I think I'll just leave that blank for now. And just as I refresh, we can be able to see like what this list item looks like. So you can see my education 1. This is supposed to be the title. So in terms of the title, you'd put like maybe there's experience years. So like let's say for example, I would put, where is this? Where did I put that? Oh yeah. So let's say for example over here, I'll put maybe say something like May 2018 to July 2024 and 2023 maybe. Let's actually put it 2023 and boom. So it looks something like this. As you can see, May 2018 to July 2023, Bachelor in Business Information Technology, Strathmore University, and then there's a description that will probably pop up here. Yeah, like that. So this is how I expect it to appear, and yeah, in the process of all this, this will actually work. It will actually work as soon as I lay it down. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to go into our backend side, our admin side, right? And in our admin side, we have our portfolios, portfolio categories, experiences, and education items. So we're just going to deal with this part over here, the career management, which is the experiences and the education items. Now I just need to test out the sound of my stream. Let me just check this out. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so looks like it's playing well. All right, great. So let's just move on. I think we're good. We're running well. Okay, so and what's the quality? Should be putting it at 1080p 60. Yeah, it's a good output. It's clear, and now we can move. Okay, so as we move, let's begin by dissecting what we're expecting in our experiences page, and for us to continue with that, we have to begin by crafting out all the views and everything that is supposed to be there. So now we start with we started with the experiences. So we're going to come into experiences index. And first things first, X slot header experiences. I hope I've spelled that correctly. So now if we come in and check that, so experiences here, experiences there, and it works. All right, then we move. Card header h5 and list of experiences, and then we just go to the card body. Inside the card body, I'm just going to do a table. I'm going to do a table special. I want it to be hovered. I don't want it inverse. And then this table responsive, I'll cut and put in the card body. This I will get rid of, and we are good. So now inside the card body, table responsive, and we are good. So now we have a table responsive that will work. All we just need to do now is just do ID. What? Experience title. And I'm just going to come in and just open the experiences table. And I hope the way I'm thinking is the way that it's actually working. Okay, so we have the date, the start date, and the end date, which is okay. This is actually perfect. And then if there's no end date, then it's still current, right? So to present, it will say to present. So title, company, description, start date, end date. So that's perfect. So experience title, experience start date, and we have the end date. We have what else? The description, of which I don't think it's a good idea to put the description in a table. But let's just put it there just in case. I'll find a way to craft it out. So description, and then given that we're dealing with an experience, we also have to do company. And then we'll just come in here and do a text center class, and with actions as the word there. And so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next thing I'll do is set it up over here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I will sort them out as follows. But first, how does the table look? Excellent, works well. And yeah, so now I'll just come in here and do the ID, title, company, start date, end date, description, and actions. Now in the process of all this, I think we should create a seeder So I'll just come in here and do PHP artisan make Cedar experiences Cedar. All right, and then we're going to do one for the educations as well. The misspelling, but it's all right. I don't care. The seeders are seeders. They don't actively influence the code when it's in public, when it's in production. So let's move. Now, once we switch out to the seeders, I'm just going to do this quite quickly, right? I'm going to have ChatGPT do this for us, right? And the reason why I want ChatGPT to do this for us is because I really don't want to waste time on seeders. Seeders are just like quite bog, I'll say. Okay, so this is my experiences table. Please create for me a cedar of maybe say 7 experiences with real life job what descriptions and real companies. All right. So we won't waste time with this at this point. Once we get there, we are good. So all these 7 entries, I'll just come and copy them and paste them. I'll just use this one, the DB table, up until that point. Copy. Paste it there. We import carbon, which needs to be imported. We also need to import DB. And once those are imported, I think we're good. I think all is well at this point. So now, once we've done that for the experiences, I want to do the same for educations. I don't like to waste time on seeders. I really don't. Seeders are like really tedious, and I just don't like seeing them, honestly. Do the same. Yeah. It's actually legit going to give me 7 entries for education. Mad. Excellent. So we're good. So given that I've already done this with the Cedar on the experiences side of things, we're good here. All right, now we're doing the education side of things. So thing is, I can actually change this spelling. So I can change it here, and I can also change it here, and then I can also change it. No, I think that's all I need to do, really. Just change these 2 areas, and then we're good. Now, once we are done with this, just need to pick this from here and come and get it from the DB. Oops. Need to paste this here. Import carbon. And then import DB. And we're good. So now at this point, I would like to come into the database Cedar and import these classes. So we'll start with the authentications, Cedar, and then we'll go to the experiences, Cedar. Right, and then we just do PHP artisan db seed, right? Boom. And once we've seeded the data, if we come in here and refresh, we have left off in terms of the amount of data that we're going to be able to exploit in that table. So I'll come in here and then actually take this tr, cut it, and then I'll just do a for each loop. And in this for each loop, I'll just come in here and say experiences, right? So experiences as experience. I can't seem to type today, right? All right, so now once I've pasted that there, we'll be able to see, well, first of all, there'll be an error because we've not imported this variable inside here. So we're bound to get an error, yes. So in order for us to bring that experiences into play, we're just going to have to go into our experiences tab over here inside Livewire admin, which is the backend code now. And then I'm just going to come in here and do experiences, do the arrow, and then experience. Oh. And once that is done, that's done. I'll refresh here and we have these lists of items here. Now we just need to populate it with the values, and the values here at this point are, we have the experience, I can't seem to type today, we have the experience ID, we have the experience title, right? We have the company, so experience company. After the experience company, we have the start date, which is and then we have the experience end date. So I'm just going to come in here, end, and then yeah, we have the description. So experience description, and we are good to go. Now if I come in here and refresh, we are good, just like that. So now we just need to sort out the actions. So in terms of end date, as you can see, end date, so for some it's null, for some it's not, or rather they're all null. Yeah, they're all null actually. Interesting. They're all null, yet in the situation that we're dealing with when it comes to the seeders, I remember putting in the seeders an end date. That's interesting. Seeders end date, seeders end date, seeders end dates. All right, so now we're here, seeders, we got the experiences, and then you can see the end date. It's pretty much there. I don't understand why for the experiences side, the end date is not there. Unless something I've done wrong. The only way I can now actually just re-understand everything that's going on is if I come in and check the database itself. So I'll just go to now experiences, and then we can see the end. For some, they're null. Like this one is present. 2022, 2022 December 31st, and then 2020 December 31st, December 31st, August 31st, and then these ones are null. So I don't understand why, like, all of them, they're not showing the actual dates. Well, figure it out shortly. Actually, in fact, I would like to wrap this around my trusted carbon function. Parse experience start date and then format. And to format, I will just do month and year, right? So I'll just do F comma Y. And I'll wrap that into brackets. I'll do the same for the end date as I comment this one out. So I'll just come in here and do end date and boom. Yeah, so it works actually. Yeah, it works. But now I can't help to think that damn. I can't help to think that there's something up in this situation here. So I'll come here, do experiences end date. I'll ask the question. Then if it's not there, then you just respond by saying not set, right? That's a problem still. I don't understand why. It's like it's in the database, but it's also deciding not to be in the database. I don't understand. The start dates are working perfectly. January, June, March, January, September, May, and April. They're all working perfectly, but the end date is not. So what could be the problem in this situation? I don't know. Let's we migrate and reseed everything again so that we can be able to see. I'm just seeing a comment over here that's been retracted from Mr. Eneoko, Kenechukwu Eneoko. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream for those who have just joined, or for those who are joining as well. Yeah, I can't see the message. It's been retracted, but maybe for policy purposes, I don't know. My problem is I started the stream when I'm hella sleepy, so now I don't even know how to keep up with the chat if I was to get multiple questions on chat, but we'll try. Okay, so we have a problem with the end date still. I think okay, so given that the index is more or less working, right? So if I come in here and just do class text center, and I'll come in here and put the actions, which are two buttons, btn.btn.btn. Let's do primary, just to differentiate it in the very starting stages. Then we close that off and then start an i.fas.fa edit. And that's how we did that. So I'll come, duplicate it, and boom, we have that. But now the description doesn't have a maximum width. So Still a problem there. So I'll come in and do style, maybe style maximum to be maybe say 10%. Oh, 10%, maybe say 15%. Let's see what that does. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Okay. Well, we'll fix that. I've just got in the comments. I last checked the column. Check that the column name in the DB matches the eloquent attribute you're referencing. Fair, yeah, fair. I actually didn't check that. Oh my goodness. I actually didn't check that. See, the beauty of having people in the comments when you're live is mad. It's actually amazing. Okay, so, but it works. End dates, start dates, they're all here, right? Unless and then you see now here's the thing, they're all here, and then if I go to the database, they're all here as well. Like these are the dates, right? These are the dates they've been declared, they've been stored, they're fine, right? So in any case, like if this is January 2020, so like this is in order: January 2020, June 2018, March 2021, January 2019, September 2020, May 2017, April 2016. So if I come in here and look at that, January, June, March, January, September, May, April, right? And April, last one, April 2016. It works. That part works. So what the hell is this October 2024? Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? Right? I don't get it. I don't get where it's coming from. Because this is December 2022, December 2022, December 2021, August 2020, and December 2019, and then these two are supposed to be null, which is fine. Damn. End date instead of end date. Was there a part that was like that in the Cedar? This part is okay. Of course. It's the database. Very keen eye. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. All right, so I'll just do this again. I'll migrate fresh. And once that is done, I think we will go ahead and refresh this as well. Okay. Now you can see it works. It works perfectly. Except, did we populate that database again? So experiences. You see, I have two tables here that are null. I don't understand why it's not refreshed either. So it's like maybe this has not refreshed. Yeah, there we go. Wait, did I save this when I changed? Should have saved it. I think it should have saved. It should be saving that. It should be saving that, honestly. Okay, so over here we can see that end date works, right? But here in the experiences, this has not changed at not even a bit. Unless it has actually changed and it works, and it's just not showing everything. Because I can see end date. Yeah, it works. But now, I know what's going on here, right? What's happening here? This is 2022, 2020. I thought I refreshed this. December, October, August, December. So there's some null values here, like these ones, right? It's actually just sort by the ID, right? So once you sort, so these are supposed to be empty. They're supposed to be null and void, right? This one, this is number 3 and number 5. So why is it that number 3 we have October 2024 and then number 5 October 2024? I mean, yes, we're in October 2024. So is it supposed to be like, okay, give me what's most recent, what's current? Like if we're in September, do we take with the other DB is actually fine, by the way. It was just the experiences one. Because if I come in and check the educations table, you can see small letters. This one was the only one that was in capital. Yeah. Sorry for that. I just saw the comment. All right. Right. So, yeah, I think we're good. Let me just close all these and then we go back to setting ourselves up with that, with the end date bits, which is interesting. Okay, so these spots here and here, right, they shouldn't actually be showing. So there should be something inside the experiences section, like in experiences model, that is actually giving us this. So, and there's none, actually. There's none. What's interesting? Then how did it just put October 2024? As though it was just telling us that, yeah, because you've not put any date, then the current date is what should be there, right? This is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. Nonetheless, let's move on. Right. Nonetheless, let's move on. So if we come into our experiences, this is the table. So now I want to first of all check if the experiences end date, and then let's just say present. Right, so if the experiences end date is there, then pass it. If it's not, give us that it's still ongoing. So yeah, there we go. So present and present. That's how we go about that. Now, if I proceed on to do max width here, I think I'll just do width being 15%. Will it work? Yeah, I think it has worked to some degree. Maybe say 25%. 25% works. 25% works. Okay, so now we move further into the coding process, which now enables us to go into the editing and the creation and the deletion of all these different stuff. So we come in here and then we'll just do btn.btn secondary. Secondary. Yeah, I sound like I'm just having a flu. And then danger. Okay, and then this one, the icon will just change it to trash. And then given that this is supposed to be a link leading us to a form for the editing of this particular experience, I'm just going to put it as an A tag. And then I'll href. So I'll reference it to the route. And we'll start by doing route admin experiences edit, and we'll pass in the value of the experience ID, given that we want to edit one at a time. And yeah, that's how it works. So I can see if I click on this, it goes to the edit. Great. So we're moving faster. We're moving a bit faster. Let's actually try and get this done before I start feeling sleepy and start dozing off. Let's create quickly. So X slot. I seem to not be able to type today. Let's focus. X slot colon header, and inside here I'll just say experiences. Card header h5. Inside here I'll say create a new experience, or add a new experience. Let's say add a new experience, card body, and we'll start by dealing with a row. Inside this row we'll have a column md6 dot column 12, and we'll multiply it by 4. Inside the first one I'll do an input, the title. So I'll just do input with the form control, so it's bootstrap 4, and then I'll say experience title. We have it as the text, wire model, and then I'll just do experience dot title, and then we'll move from that point onwards. I think I wouldn't be needing up until here, and yeah, I think that's okay. So if I come in here and go to the creating experience, I get that experience title. All right, then after the experienced title, same one, we will use it for column md3, column 6, and we'll come in here and use it for the starting date, and start date, and that's fine. Then the end date as well. Great. So it looks like it's actually taking shape now. But then now the thing is, for this two, I need to change it to date. Change this one also to date. And we're good. The next thing that we need is the description. And now in the description, I just need a column of 12. Description will be a text area. Bootstrap 4. and then we move. So now once we've gotten that gist of the kind of text area that we need, what is the title? Description. I seem to not be able to type. I think I'm just fully sleepy, honestly. Text area, I'll have to add a wire model as well. And then I'll come in and just copy this. And this. Okay. So we have the title, the start date, the end date, and the description. I think that is all that is required. So all I just need to do here is get rid of this. And then I'll come underneath the row and then put the button there. And should be what? I'll just put the color, maybe say secondary or warning. No, dark. I'll just do dark. And then I'll just do save. And that's it. So we have that there. So we have the experience title, the start date, the ending date, and the description. And then we have the save button, of which it doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to come in and do wire click. And then I'll say, I don't know, save. I think that's just pretty much it. Yeah. And we're in for 46 minutes. Maybe I could clock in an hour and then we restart the stream again tomorrow in the afternoon, or tomorrow in the afternoon. Tomorrow in the afternoon would be ideal. Yeah. What a tiresome feeling. Okay. So we'll come into the experiences side of things. We'll hit the create function. Oh, and by the way, since we have all of these experiences right here, right? Check this out. If I come in here into the test site, we have, boom, experiences and education, right there, right here, right there, right there, right there. And then one thing I've not done is, if I needed to go back to that section and put dates and everything on that part, then this is how I'll go about that. So I'll just go to the, where was it again? Front, resume. Thank you. All right. So you can see education year, right? Education degree, experience year, experience title, and all that stuff, right? Instead, we're just going to come in here and, okay, actually, this is what I'll do. It's supposed to be a string, okay? This is what I'll do. I will come in to the models. I'll go to the education section, and then I'll come in here and just do a function, public function, get year attribute. Now this is the diabolical work right here. This is the very diabolical work right here, because if I begin at this point, it will change whatever it is that we see in the main UI over here. If I get this function right, like let's say, for example, what I just need to do is return, okay, this. So first things first, I'm just going to come in here and just get the get this what's this, the date. And then it said here this start date, and I'll assign this to a variable. So I'll come in here and just say start, and then I'll do the same for the end. And then now once we have the start date and we have the end date. So in any situation, this end date should only be available to us if the end date even exists in the system. So all I just need to do is return a string, right? And this string should be the start formatted to maybe say month and year, so which is F, Y. And then we concatenate it with the hyphen, like so, and then concatenate that with if this end date. I see why I made that mistake. So this end date exists, all right? So if it exists, then give me the end parse the same way. Sorry, format. And then I'll just do F, Y. And then if it doesn't exist, then I'll just say present. And just like that, I think. Oh yeah, there's this semicolon that we've not done there. Just like that, I think we've done it. So if I come in here and go back now to my resume, you can see June 2020, June 2020, October 2024. This concatenation is not right, I'd say. Yeah, I know what to do. Instead of doing that, I'll just do a double question mark, and I think we will be good. So I just need to close this off, and we're good. Refresh this, and still nothing, right? Interesting. Oh yeah, no, this is just for the education section. Yeah. This is okay. This is just perfect. Now I'll just come in here, copy the same exact function and put it inside. So this is the education section. I'll just put it inside the experience section, and boom. Oh, and I just need to first of all add carbon. And yeah, so now both sides will be fine at this point. You can see January to December, it was blank. Now we have it. So now that's all I just needed to do, because we've used the variable for all of these. I've used the variable called year, which didn't exist. So I just have to get the attribute, push it to the UI just the way I've just done it. And now we go back to, and now we go back to the admin dashboard. And now inside the admin dashboard, now we said we will talk about the experiences. We've talked about creating an experience, but we've not actually done it. So if I click on save, error will show up right there. And because there's no method called save so far. So these are the three fields that we're working with. And it will be the same for the education section as well. Which is very interesting, actually. Nah, I think I've clocked it. I've clocked it. It's time. I think I've clocked it. It's time for me to actually hit the hay because it's midnight. I'm pushing through the illness, but we have to do this. So let me finish the module for the experiences. I think I'll be able to do that one alone. So inside the create function, and this is the create function for the experiences. Experience. And then I'll just do a validator. So I'll just do public. So public function rules. And returning an array of rules. Then the rules I want are as follows. First things first, we have the experience. What is the spelling? Experience. Yeah, I'm so sleepy. My goodness. Experience is required, right? So, experience title is required. Experience description is nullable. Actually, I wouldn't make it required. Will I actually need it required? Right? Let's just check the DB, which is in experiences. And description is actually required, so required. Experience will have experience what? Text. What text? My goodness. Start date and end date. Right. Title, description, start date, end date, and the company as well. So I'll come in here and just do the company. Maybe in between there. So between experience title, the starting date, and the ending date. So I'll just probably put them there. Yeah, that's about right. Column 3. So all these are column 3. We are good. Just need to change this one to column 6. Okay, now we're good. Now the experience title is fine. Now we just need to put up for company. So I'll put up for company, and then we come in here and just do company, and that's it. Okay. Well, and this needs to be a text. So this needs to be a text. Okay. Oh. Those guys who have joined me live, you're gonna have to forgive me because I've gotten to the point where I'm starting to get dizzy and I can't hold it up. So, in order for us to compensate, we have to continue with this from where we've stopped exactly tomorrow. Tomorrow or today. It's actually today. Maybe later in the afternoon. So, until we meet then, I'm gonna have to bid you guys farewell till tomorrow, and we're just gonna come back and see what we can do in terms of making this come back to life. Like we've seen already the invoices section. We already know how to go about that. We already have seen our resume pop based off of what we've coded already. So you can see this is our resume, and you can see the experiences, and we can also see the education they don't really follow any particular order because this is just seeded data, but we proceed on. But that will be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A 1 hour live stream, which is fairly decent, I'd say. But I'm looking forward to Monday when we do the 6 to 7 hour live stream, just coding on that procurement app. Hopefully by then we will have been starting on that procurement app and will have finished this particular portfolio website. So yeah, until then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve Nyanuba signing out. Please do indeed enjoy enjoy your night, and take care of yourselves, and God bless. And wow, I am so tired.